Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this quick news update video, it is just a very quick recap of the Hasbro PulseCon that happened earlier today. So they released the whole of Wave 1 of Transformers United, which of course is the officially confirmed the new name for Year 3. And there's 3 core class figures, there's some deluxes, there's some Voyagers. I'm just going to show you and go right ahead and show you the images. Now, because I was doing a watch along, thank you to everybody who jumped on board with that as well, I've had to take all these images from TFW 2005. So this is the article that they've got there. This is of course the brand logo that we've seen, and there of course are the panel hosts, and they went straight on obviously to discuss the fact that it is 40 years. And what we had some artwork which is brilliant. Some of these figures, in fact pretty much all of these, you're going to see in a second. So that was the bottom part of the poster. There's the top part of the poster. A lot of these figures you're going to be recognizing very, very soon, and we're going to kick, as I say, straight off with the core class. So there was 4 core class figures, and it was interesting because I was keeping an eye on the chat as well, and there's no G1 in this. So and it's quite funny because how many people normally moan excuse me, when there's loads of G1, and then of course when there isn't, people start to moan as well. So this is of course Energon Megatron, and this is a core class, and I think this looks really good. So of course they had 2 copies, one in alternate mode, one in robot mode. So I've zoomed in for you. There is the robot mode. Now again, remember this is core class, so I think the details on this look really, really good. Even the alternate mode, I'm sure you'll agree as well in a second. Again, we're waiting for the official images from Hasbro and Hasbro Pulse, so we can get all proper images like this. These are just screenshots from TFW 2005, and he looks really good. This was the character, and as I say, figure that I had absolutely no idea. This is of course Tasmanian Kid, or as I do believe was also known as Snarl, I think in the US. Again, this is a core class figure. I think the robot mode's got a lot of I'm thinking, reminds me quite a lot of the Rat Trap mold, but obviously the alternate mode is quite different. So looking forward to seeing him. There you go, there's the official image again of that particular figure and the alternate mode. Next we come on to these new things. So these I suppose are homages to Rock Lords and a few of the other things. Now if I'm correct, is that Boulder Crash? It is indeed, it's Boulder Crash. So I just wanted to make sure I got it right. So what these are going to be, these are this year's junkians, and what I mean by that is you can pull them all apart and then you can attach them to other figures. So completely new molds, great ideas, good concepts. I know a lot of people were I don't know, completely mixed feelings about these in the chat that I saw going live. So I want your comments, guys. I want to know what you think of them. There is the alternate mode. It's pretty much a motorcycle. And indeed, of course, there is the robot mode. Just again, remember, this is only the core class. And again, apologies for the reflection. All these images are on TFW 2005 right now. So there are your 3 core class figures. And I'm just going to make sure that the next one is called Magnius. I'm sure it is. Yes, it is. So this is like an obsidian type of stone. They've tried to match that with the mold. Hollow chest idea is it's sparkless, and it's not a transformer. It's a creature is the notes from this. And again, completely new. I wasn't expecting these at all. This is deluxe class now. So we've gone up a size. It does look a little bit bigger. Again, remember, like I said, with the core class, you can pull these apart to transform him, or you can keep them all together. So again, definitely this year's take on the junkians. And before that, of course, we had fossilizers, etc. So they really are going with what I really like, to be fair. The idea is that there's so much more to do with it. And let's remember, fundamentally, they are toys, and they are brilliant. And for that reason, I like the fact they've got all these additional features, and people who are quite creative, unlike myself, especially people like Botbender, etc., they're going to have an absolute field day with all these. Now, I can't think of anything that it reminds me of, as in Transformer wise, but I can't think of the name. Please help me in the comments. Oh, it's the guy from Ragnarok, the stone guy. Is it Korg or is it something like that? He reminds me exactly of him, but this is a deluxe class figure. And again, remember, because you can pull them all apart, there's 5mm pegs and stuff. They sort of alluded to the fact that they can combine, but they didn't mention anything about an official combiner. So again, you are going to be able to combine them. Whether or not there is an official combiner or a Rock Lord, who really knows? But it's going to be fun to see exactly what you can and can't do with them. Next deluxe figure we've seen loads of, so I'm just going to skip over this. It was nice to hear how they were talking about how they wanted to pay real homage to the original and to the original designer with the face sculpt, but that is of course animated universe Bumblebee. This one's the really interesting one. There's not many images of this one, to be fair. This one, guys, if you've got younger kids like myself, you'll recognize this straight away. This is, I kid you not, Rescue Bot's Chase, and he was a police car, and again looks to be like a completely new mold. I was trying to listen whilst doing the watch along as well. I didn't hear them say, you know, it was a retool or anything, but again, if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, this is based on a Rescue Bot's character. The head sculpt is perfect. The alternate mode looks great, and again, we've already got medics, we've got Chase. I imagine we're going to get quite a few more. So there you go. That's the other deluxe figure. Windblade was one that we'd seen a teeny bit teased, obviously off her over the last week or so. She's obviously back in at deluxe class. She looks really great. Keep an eye on these fans here. See how they're silver that side? You can probably just about make out on there that you can flip these, whether you want them to be black. See there, they've got an actual stock image, or silver there. So of course it depends how you want her to look, and indeed depends on which mode you want. So you can either have the black or the silver, which I think is great. And you can also see that the sword doubles up as a bit of an exhaust. If you're wondering why Evan is there, if you didn't watch it, he had the screen above his head, so that's why. Again, I've just took the screenshot. Well, I've took TFW 2005 screenshot and zoomed in for you. Right, this guy looked incredibly impressive and a real, I can't wait to see this. Unfortunately, I've only got a sealed Transformers Prime Thunderton, so I'm really contemplating going upstairs to open him. He looked spectacular. They obviously alluded to the fact that he's got facial hair because of course Ben and Mark both have it. There is a bit of a definite nod towards Zoids there, which looks spectacular. This is the Voyager class figure. I'm sure it's Voyager class. Let me please just make sure that what I'm telling you is correct. Yes, it is Voyager Thunderton. It does have a peg leg, and there it even says here on the notes from TFW 2005, note some love for the Zoids design there. So Voyager class figure, looking really good. There's some official images. Again, these are going to be able to be pre-ordered probably by the time this video goes live, to be honest. So keep your eye on Hasbro Pulse, ready to get your pre-orders. Next Voyager class, again, we've seen loads of him recently this week because he was officially revealed by Screen Rant. It is Voyager class Optimus Prime. There was a load of love for this figure again in the chat. I don't know how they kept up with it, to be honest. So again, very quickly glossing over that. Then the laser class Thunderwing. Is it Thunderwing? If I got that right? I'm hoping it is, because I'm pretty sure that's what it is. No, it's Tigerhawk. Why did I say Thunderwing? I knew it was Tigerhawk as well, because I use that character obviously in Transformers Earth Wars. So what it says here, they've made it animation accurate, purple instead of blue, and they took sculpt elements, as you can tell, from Air Razor and Tigertron from the Kingdom lineup. So this of course is leader class scale. It looks amazing. This is the one that, again, I was doing the watch along, everybody went wow, and in the comments again everybody went wow. It just looks spectacular. I was kind of hoping that you could, you know, detach them and have the two separate figures, but you can't. But you can definitely see the as I say, the Air Razor and the Tigertron from Kingdom in this figure. It looks so good. There is again the official product image, and there's just a few more on there. There's loads of this. That is the standout figure for me, absolutely, definitely, from the reveals, which again was great, because let's be honest, out of all of them, there was only the, I suppose, Windblade was sort of teased and the animated ones were officially revealed, so not too much leaked, which is great. The problem is, obviously, we've all seen JT Prime's lists, so we know what it's sort of to expect, but it's nice to see them in hand. Also, again, just I suppose to confirm, the Optimus Prime that has been on the list, it is a package refresh. But notice this, they have got the open windows. So the leader class figures are now going to be packaged in open window boxes as well. There wasn't really much more. There was no more reveals, to be honest. The PulseCon figure, which you all know about, is this. That is, of course, Hot Shot with the little Minicon, which again, I can't wait to get hold of. There was a couple of other segments, which I'm not going to discuss in this video. I'm going to discuss it in the others. This is just purely about the reveals. It was nice that they inducted into the Hall of Fame one of the actual Hasbro, sorry, one of the Takara designers from, like, I think he's been around since, as in making products, since 1989. So that was really nice to see him inducted. They did a couple of polls as well, but no more reveals, unfortunately. So no Studio Series 86, no Studio Series mainline movie, and yeah, no Shattered Glass. So I just thought I'd do this video in 10 minutes just to save you 45. They did just show the Robo-Sen Grimlock we've always seen before, but I've just got to show you that picture before we wrap it up. So there you go. They were all very impressed with the Robo-Sen Grimlock, and overall, to be honest, I think I was, as I said, a lot of them were a surprise to me. I like the fact, like, even like this figure that, funnily enough, I just nearly knocked over, that we're getting quite a few new molds all of a sudden. I mean, obviously they're going to be used again because that's what we do. That's what they do, and that's what we're used to. That's what I was trying to say. We're used to obviously getting the same mold reused, redecoed, etc. And again, I don't mind that because it creates lots of new characters. But I suppose the only real surprise was the fact that there wasn't anything else there. I want to know in the comments though from you guys which ones you're most looking forward to and which ones you think are meh, you know, or ones that you're just not bothered about. With regards to any of the questions that you want to ask me, I'm going to be getting all of the figures. Whether or not I decide to keep them for my collection, I don't know, but 100% reassure you guys, rest assured, I'm going to be getting them all to do reviews at least. So yeah, it's over to you guys now. Let me know what you think of them all. Let me know what your favorite is, and let me know ones that you just aren't interested in. All the feedback and all the this is what makes this community so good, the fact that we've all got our own opinions, and I can't wait to hear yours. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.